Hey guys, this is Blue, and today I'm really excited to show you our deck profile for the Yubel possessed Jesse. Or as you may know, it's Jesse's deck with the advanced Crystal Beasts. Jesse's always been one of my favorite characters. The Crystal Beast monsters are just really cool to me. Introduced in Season 3 Dimension World, we get him as Crystal Beast monsters, and then during the story arc, Yubel takes control, and then ends up with the advanced Crystal Beast. So in the same season, we get two different versions of Jesse's monsters. And what's really cool, the reason I have our original one here is to show you guys that the decks are nearly identical, with the exception that we've switched out the regular Crystal Beasts for the advanced Crystal Beasts. And then another minor tweak or two, but the decks are actually really identical. And we did this specifically because we want it to feel like you're playing the same character's deck, just with the two different versions, the regular or light version, and then its possessed or dark version. So you can compare this deck profile to the one that we've done for the original deck, and like I said, you'll see that they're nearly identical. We just switched out the cards, but there's so many cards to switch out between all the Crystal Beasts that we didn't want to side deck it. Originally, when all we had was Advanced Dark and Rainbow Dark Dragon, yeah, we had a side deck for this deck. Now it's its own separate deck. Before you guys ask, at some point, yes, we intend to do a mirror match. That'll be exciting. But anyway, just want to talk about this deck in that it is really cool. I'm so happy that we got the Advanced Crystal Beast cards. And we do like the way that we set up the deck so that they are mirrors of each other. So going through, two copies of Amber Mammoth. And actually, if you do remember our other deck, there are two copies of every Crystal Beast monster and just about two copies of every other card. Yeah, as they make it clear in GX, there is one copy of each of the Crystal Beast monsters. And we had toyed with that idea before, but the deck would just be so many spells and traps. And while that works great in a scripted anime duel, where he always opens up with enough monsters, 7 monsters out of 40 cards just really doesn't work. So it duplicated all of it, all 7 monsters, and then all of the deck really is 2 ofs. And this gives the deck a nice symmetry of almost being a 1-to-1 ratio still of things. So 2 Advanced Amber Mammoth, 2 Advanced Amethyst Cat, 2 Advanced Cobalt, 2 Advanced Tortoise, 2 Advanced Carbuncle, 2 Advanced Pegasus, and 2 Advanced Topaz Tiger. So, and the artwork really came through on these. I really love the fact that just the artwork is beautiful to go with it. Really complements, I think, the original Crystal Monsters, and that artwork was nice too. So it's something I like about the cards is that they really nail the artwork on these. And lastly is Rainbow Dark Dragon. Yes, note the errata sticker is the only card in this deck that has an errata. This is because when the card came out, it was kind of part of that whole dark archetype they were pushing, where there was a dark monster of a lot of monsters we had known. And the effects on Rainbow Dark Dragon were meant to reflect at that time the fact that there were not Advanced Crystal Beasts, so it becomes a generic dark type monster. So you can check the description in this video of our errata document. You can see how we play this card, and it plays much more to the original anime's effect than the TCG adaptation. So going through, 3 copies of Advanced Dark. So I noticed that the deck, for the most part, has 2 ofs. Obviously, only 1 of the Rainbow Dragon card, like his original deck, but 3 Advanced Dark, because this is what is needed to support the Advanced Crystal Beast. So it helps make that actually a little bit more active. but other than that, like I said, really does come through. So there's 2 Crystal Beacons, 2 Crystal Promise. Crystal Promise not being card specifically played, but Jesse played a GEM, kind of like Jaden's HERO. I think it was the E that does the same thing, but it was, the letter of the gem. So it translates, nicely into Crystal Promise. 2 Crystal Release, 2 Crystal Tree, 2 Golden Rule, 1 Monster Reincarnation, and the last spell is 2 Rare Value. 1 Counter Gem, 2 Crystal Pair, 1 Rainbow Gravity, 2 Rainbow Life, 2 Rainbow Path, and then lastly is 1 Triggered Summon. So we also are very careful how we balance the trap cards in any of the Crystal Beast decks, because as you guys know, obviously the Crystal Beasts work by being in the crystal form in the spell and trap card zone. So traps have to be played very, very carefully, because if you fill up your back row with trap cards, then you kind of just, undo everything. You set yourself up poorly for the Crystal Beasts doing what they actually do. So that's the deck profile for the Possessed Jesse, Dark Jesse, Advanced Crystal Beasts. And so the real difference in the decks, aside from the Crystal Beast and Rainbow Dragon switching out with their dark versions, obviously we dropped Ancient City Rainbow Ruins. That came out instead of in place for the Advanced Dark. I think that kind of just makes sense, face value. We also dropped a copy of Last Resort that's in his regular deck, because with no Rainbow Ruins, and there is no need for Last Resort. So the deck works really well to swap out the regular Crystal Beasts and their field support with the Advanced Crystal Beasts and their field support. So we really want to put it out there that, the decks are identical almost, all the way. There's a nice symmetry in these decks. We really like the way these turned out. And like I said, at some point, yes, we will definitely do a mirror match with these decks. So this has been the Jesse Yubel Possessed deck profile. We really hope you guys enjoyed that content.
We've faithfully recreated over 100 decks from the anime and have a lot of duels with them, so make sure you go check those out.
And as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when new content drops.